Hello everyone and welcome to Gumno YouTube channel. Today topic I would like to show you all about the default routing with RIP version 2. Well, before we start to configure default routing with RIP version 2 on all three routers, as you can see in the network diagram, the first thing you need to know what is default route, what is RIP version 2, and why we need to configure RIP version 2 to advertise default route. Okay, so now let's go to see the introduction all together. Okay, so I start to introduce you something about default routing first, and then I will introduce you something about the RIP version 2 and RIP version 2 to advertise default route. Okay. Default routing is something called gateway of last resort. When a specific route to a particular network does not exist, a router will drop all the packets destined to that specific network. Router forward packets using a default route when there is no specific routes that match a packet destination IP address in the routing table. The default route can be identified by all zero in both the network and subnet mask, all zero in network and all zero in subnet mask. Okay? It is the least specific route possible. Default routes are also used to connect ISP side or head side. In short, default route is used by IP to forward any packets with destination not found in the routing table. Okay, so now after I have talked something about the default routing, now we will talk something about the RIP version 2. Okay? RIP version 2 is a classless routing protocol that supports VLSM and CIDO, classless inter-domain routing. A subnet mask field is included in RIP version 2 update, which allows the use of the contiguous network. RIP version 2 also has the ability to turn off automatic summarization of routes. Routing protocols like RIP version 2, EIGOP, and OSPF can advertise default routes. This can be useful if you have a single exit point in your networks. Okay? You can use the default information originate command in router configuration mode to allow RIP version 2 to advertise the full route information to other router. Okay, as you can see in the network diagram, we have 4 router connect together, or 1, or 2, or 3, and ISP router. Okay, for the or 1, or 2, or 3 router, I will configure RIP version 2 on the 3 router to allow the 3 router to learn network of each other. So the 3 router will know network of each other through RIP version 2. Okay. And for the all 3 router, it is a border router that connect RIP network to the internet. So we need to configure default route to move traffic from the all 3 router to internet. Okay. And on all 3 router, we need to configure RIP version 2 to advertise default route to or 1 and or 2 router also. In case you don't configure RIP version 2 to advertise default route, so or 1 and or 2 router will don't know the path to the internet. Okay, so this is why we need to configure RIP version 2 to advertise default route. Okay, on the or 3 router to allow or 1 and or 2 router can know route to internet. Okay, and for the ISP router, we will configure default route to route traffic from the ISP router to the RIP network. Okay, so now we move to the step to configure altogether. Okay, so as you can see, step 1, configure hostname, password, interfaces, and RIP version 2 on the O1, O2, and O3 router. Okay, on the router, enter global configuration mode and configure hostname as shown in diagram. We will configure this router name as O1, this router name O2, and this router name O3. Okay, then configure console, virtual terminal, and enable secret password for secure login. Next, configure interfaces and routing according to the diagram. Make sure to copy the running config to the startup config on each router, so the configuration will not be locked if the router is power cycle. Okay, so let's start the step 1 all together. So I start from the O1 router first. As you can see, now we are on the privilege execute mode of the O1 router. For the hostname, we already configured, so we no need to configure hostname again. And we will move to the global configuration mode to configure password, interface, and RIP version 2. Okay, so let's start now. Okay, so now we are on the global configuration mode of the O1 router. So we start to configure console password with the command line console 0 and then password. I put password Cisco. Okay, and then login. Okay, and then exit from the specific mode to continue to configure virtual terminal password with the command line vdevice 0 space 4 password 123 and then login. Okay, and then exit from the specific mode to global configuration mode to continue configure enable secret password with the command enable secret. Okay, I enter the secret password class. Okay, okay, so we finish configure password on the router 1 and then we move to configure interface with the command interface file subnet 0/0. Okay, as you can see in the diagram, file Ethernet 0/0 of O1 router have IP 192.168.4.1 with the subnet mask /24. Okay, IP address 192.168.4.1, subnet mask 255.255.255.0, and then open the interface with the command no shutdown. Okay, configure another interface of the O1 router, interface serial 5/2. Okay, as you can see in the diagram, this serial interface is DTE, so no need clock rate, and serial 5/2 have IP 192.168.2.2 with the subnet mask /30. Okay, IP address 192.168.2.2, subnet mask 255.255.255.252, and then open interface with the command no shutdown. Okay, and then we will move to configure RIP version 2. Okay, RIP version 2. Okay, on the O1 router. Okay, with the command router RIP version 2 network. Okay, as you can see in the diagram, we have two directly connected network of the R1 router, network 192.168.4.0 and .2.0. So we need to advertise the two networks. Okay, 192.168.4.0, another network .2.0. Okay, and then we turn off the automatic summarization. Okay, with the command no auto summaries. Okay. Okay, for the fast Ethernet 0/0 of R1, we need to configure it to be passive interface to use bandwidth more efficiency and to increase network security. Okay, so let's start to configure fast Ethernet 0/0 to be a passive interface with the command passive fastnet 0/0. Okay, and then we exit to privilege execute mode to save configuration file from RAM to NVRAM with the command copy running config startup config. Okay. Okay, so now move to the R2 router. Okay, to configure password, interface, and RIP version 2. Okay, so let's start now. Okay, I start to configure console password first with the command line console 0 password Cisco and then log in. Okay, then exit to continue configure virtual terminal password with the command line vty 0 space 4 password 123 log in. Okay, and then exit to continue to configure enable secret with the command enable secret. I enter the secret password class. Okay. Okay, so now we finish configure password on the R2 router, and then we start to configure interface with the command interface fastnet 0/0. As you can see in the diagram, 0/0, sorry, fast Ethernet 0/0 of the R2 router have IP 192.168.3.1 with the subnet mask /24. Okay, IP address 192.168.3.1, subnet mask 255.255.255.0. Open the interface with the command no shutdown, and then configure another interface serial 5/1. Okay, as you can see in the diagram, serial 5/1 is DTE, so no need clock rate. Have IP 192.168.1.2 with the subnet mask /30. Okay, so we start to configure IP address of the serial 5/1 of the R2 router. Okay, IP address 192.168.1.2, subnet mask 255.255.255.252, and then open interface with the command no shutdown. Okay, and then we exit to global configuration mode to continue to configure RIP version 2 with the command router RIP version 2 network. As you can see in the diagram, we have two directly connected network of the R2 router, network 192.168.1.0 and network .3.0. So we need to advertise these two networks. Okay, 192.168.1.0, another network .3.0, and then we need to turn off automatic root summarization with the command no auto summary. Okay, and then we configure fast Ethernet 0/0 of the R2 router to be a passive interface. Passive interface fast Ethernet 0/0. Okay. Okay, so after we already configure RIP version 2 on the R2 router. Now we exit to privilege execute mode to save configuration file from RAM to NVRAM with the command copy running config startup config. Okay. Okay, so now we will move to next step. Okay, we will move to the step 2. Okay, step 2, config default route on the R3 router to route traffic to the internet. Okay, so we go to the global configuration mode of the R3 router and then we enter the command IP route 0000 network space 0000 subnet mask and then exit interface or IP of the network. In my case, I choose exit interface. Okay, so let's start to configure default route on the R3 router to route traffic to the internet. Okay, exit interface is serial 5/0. Okay, so let's start now. Okay, so okay, sorry, we not yet configure password interface and RIP version 2 on the R3 router. So after I complete configure password interface and RIP version 2 on the R3 router, we will move to the step 2, okay, to configure default route on the R3 router. Okay, so now we start to configure password interface and RIP version 2 on the R3 router. Okay, so let's start now. I start to configure console password with the command line console 0 password Cisco login and then configure virtual terminal password. Password 123 for login. Okay, and then continue to configure enable secret. I put password class. Okay, and then config interface serial 5/0. Okay, as you can see in the diagram, R3 router have 3 interface: serial 5/0, serial 5/1, and serial 5/2. Serial 5/0 DTE, no need clock rate. Serial 5/1 and serial 5/2 DCE, so we need to configure clock rate. For the serial 5/0 have IP address 193.100.9.1 with the subnet mask /30. Okay, so let's start to configure IP of the serial 5/0 of the R3 router. IP address 193.100.9.1 with the subnet mask 255.255.255.252. Okay, and then open interface with the command no shutdown and continue to configure another interface serial 5/1. IP address, as you can see in the diagram, 192.168.1.1. Okay, subnet mask /30. 192.168.1.1. Subnet mask 255.255.255.252, and then open the interface with the command no shutdown. Okay, because serial 5/1 is DCE, so we need to configure clock rate with the command clock rate. I put clock rate 64000. Okay, and then continue to configure serial 5/2 of the R3 router. IP address, as you can see in the diagram, IP of the serial 5/2 192.168.2.1. Okay, with the subnet mask /30. 192.168.2.1 subnet mask 255.255.255.252. Okay, open interface and then config clock rate. I put clock rate 64000. Okay, and then we exit from the specific mode to global configuration mode to configure RIP version 2 on the O3 router with the command router RIP version 2 network. Okay, as you can see in the diagram, we have three directly connected network of the O3 router. Network 193.100.9.0, network 192.168.1.0 and .2.0. So you need to advertise these three network. Okay, 193.100.9.0, another network 192.168.1.0, and the last network .2.0. Okay, and then we exit to privilege execute mode. We exit to the privilege execute mode to save configuration file with the command copy running config startup config. Okay, so now we will move to the step 2. Okay, to configure default route on the O3 router to route traffic to the internet. Okay, so we need to enter global configuration mode and then type command IP routes 0000 network space 000 network and then exit interface or IP of the next hop. Okay, in my case I choose exit interface. As you can see in the diagram, from O3 router to internet we can go to through exit interface is serial 5/0. Okay, so now let's start to configure default route on the O3 router to route traffic to the internet. Okay, so let's start now. So we go to global configuration mode and then type the command IP route 0.0.0 network space 0.0.0 subnet mask and then exit interface serial 5/0. Okay, and then we continue to the step 3, configure hostname interfaces and default route on the ISP router as in diagram. Okay, so let's start now. Okay, so we go to the global configuration mode of the ISP router. For the hostname of the ISP router we already config, so we no need to config. We go to config interface, okay, and default route interface file Ethernet 0/0. As you can see in the diagram, interface file Ethernet 0/0 of the ISP router have IP address 193.100.10.1 with the subnet mask /24. Okay, IP address 193.100.10.1 subnet mask 255.255.255.0 and then open the interface with the command no shutdown. Another interface serial 5/0. Okay, IP address 193.100.9.2. The serial is DCE, so we need to configure clock rate. Okay, IP address 193.100.9.2 subnet mask 255.255.255.0 255.252. No shutdown. Clock rate 64,000. Okay. Sorry, clock rate. Clock rate. Okay. And then we exit from the specific mode to global mode to configure default route. IP routes 0.0.0 network 0.0.0 subnet mask. Okay, as you can see from ISP router to the RIP network, we can go to the RIP network from the ISP router through serial 5/0. Okay, so serial 5/0 of the ISP router is exit interface from the ISP router to RIP networks. Okay. Okay. Serial 5/0. Okay. Okay, and then save file configuration with the command copy running config startup config. Okay, so now we will move to the step 4, configure the computer with the proper IP address, subnet mask, and default gateway address. After you already configure computer with the proper IP address, subnet mask, and default gateway address, test configuration by pinging from PC 1W7 and PC 2W7 to server 2012 machine to see the result, successful or not. If not, why? Okay, so let's start the step 4 altogether. Okay, for the IP configuration of the server 2012 machine, PC1W machine, and PC2W7 machine, I already configure. I just check for you. Okay, so I open the server 2012 machine, and then I check IP configuration for you. Okay. As you can see, I already configure IP, subnet mask, default gateway, and DNS server address. Okay, so now move to the computer PC1W7. Okay, I already configure IP address properly. Okay, I just check for you. Okay, as you can see, IP, subnet mask, default gateway, and DNS server address. Okay, so we go to check the computer PC2W7. I also configure IP address properly. Okay, as you can see, this IP, subnet mask, default gateway, and DNS server address. Okay, so now we try to test connectivity by ping from PC1 W7 to server 2012 machine, and then we will ping from the PC2 W7 to server 2012 machine to test connectivity. So I start from the PC1 W7 first. Okay, you can open PowerShell. Okay, so I open Windows PowerShell and then enter the command ping IP of the server 2012 machine 193.100.10.2. Okay, you can check to confirm 193.100.10.2. Okay. Okay, and then press enter to continue. As you can see, reply from the default gateway of the computer PC1W reply that destination host unreachable. Okay, it means that all one router don't know the route to the server 2012 machine. Okay, this is why. This is because we not yet configure RIP version 2 on the all 3 router to advertise default route. So our R1 and R2 router now not yet know the route to the internet to server 2012 machine. Okay, so now we try to ping from PC 2W7 to the server 2012 machine. Okay, so let's start now. Okay, I open Windows PowerShell and then type the command ping 193.100.10.2. Okay, as you can see, reply from the default gateway of the PC 2W7 destination host unreachable. Okay, because R2 router not yet know the route to this network. Okay, this is why. This is because we not yet configure all three. We not yet configure RIP version 2 on all three router to advertise default route. Okay, so you can check the routing table of the R1 and R2 router to verify. Okay, so I can check the routing table of the R1 router. You can check with the command show IP route. Okay, as you can see in the routing table of the R1 router don't have remote network 193.100.10.0. Okay, as you can see, don't have. Okay, this is because on the R3 router, we not yet configure RIP version 2 to advertise default route. Okay, for the R3 router, you can check routing table with the command show IP route. Okay, as you can see, in the routing table of the R2 router also don't have network 193.100.10.0. Okay, and for the R3 router we'll have because we already configured the default route. Okay, so you just check. I just check to verify. So IP route. Okay, as you can see, we have default route. Okay, go to unknown network from the R3 through serial 5/0. Okay, this is unknown network. Okay, go to all unknown network by default route. Okay, as you can see, as okay, and this one is candidate default. Okay, so this is the symbol of default route. Okay, so go to all unknown network from the all three routers through serial 5/0. Okay, okay, so next we will configure RIP version 2 on the all3 router to advertise default route to allow R1 and R2 router to know route to the internet. Okay. Okay, step 5, configure RIP version 2 on all3 router to redistribute default route to R1 and R2 router. Okay, to do this, you go to the global configuration mode and then type the command router rip. Okay, and then you enter the command default information originate. Okay, so rip version 2 now, rip version 2 on the all3 router now will advertise default route to the R1 and R2 router. So R1 and R2 router know the route to the internet. Okay. Okay, so let's start to configure RIP version 2 on the R3 router to advertise default route to R1 and R2, R1 and R2 router. Okay, so let's start now. We go to the global configuration mode and then enter the command router RIP. Okay, default information originate. Okay, okay, and then you can check. Okay, you can verify the routing table of the R1 and R2 routers again with the command show IP route in the privilege execute mode. Okay, so our R1 and R2 router now will know route to the internet. Okay, because R3 router use RIP version 2 to advertise default route after you have configured RIP version 2 to advertise default route on the router 3. Okay, so let's go to the R1 router to check now. Okay, you can check routing table again. Show IP route. Okay, as you can see, now R1 router no, okay, route to the internet. Okay, so go to unknown network through the serial 5/2 from the R1 router to unknown remote network. Okay, through the serial 5/2. Okay, as you can see, from the R1 router to the internet that R1 router don't know, go to this network through the serial 5/2. Okay, exit from the serial 5/2. Okay, so now we move to R2 router to check. Okay, show IP route. Okay, as you can see now, R2 router also know the route to the internet. Okay, go to unknown network through serial 5/1. Okay, through this serial interface. Okay, so you can ping from the PC1 W7 to server 2012, and you can ping from PC2 W7 to server 2012 machine. The ping will successful. Okay, because now R1 and R2 no route to the internet. Okay, after we have configured RIP version 2 on the R3 router to advertise default route. Okay, so let's start to test now. Okay, so I ping from the PC1W okay 7 first. Okay, okay, we try to ping again. Okay, as you can see now, we get reply from the server 2012 machine. Okay, okay, so we go to PC2W7 and ping again. Okay, we also get reply from the server 2012 machine. Okay, as you can see in the diagram on the server 2012 machine, I have a website with domain name www.lovekhmer.com. So from the PC1W7 and PC2W7, we can access to the website on the server 2012 machine because all this router know the route to the internet. Okay, so now we start to test. Okay, so I start from the PC1W7 first. Okay, this machine, and then I open web browser. Okay, and then we type domain name. After we open the web browser, domain name is www sorry .lovekhmer.com. Okay, as you can see, we can access to the website Love Khmer. Welcome to www.lovekhmer.com website. Lecturer Kamnos, my name. Okay, you can go to my YouTube channel name Kimno for more video. Okay, okay, and then we can access to the website from the PC2W7. Okay, so I open browser. Okay, www.lovekhmer.com. sorry .lovekhmer.com. Okay, wait a moment. Okay, you need wait a moment because it is connecting. You can see connecting to this website from the machine PC2W7. Okay, you can see we can access to the website. Okay, so it means that RIP version 2 to advertise default root we have configured properly. Okay, so my video today is now finished. Finally, I would like to say don't forget to subscribe and share my video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. See you next time.